Hello everyone, myself Mahesh Davula and I am faculty in biology at Modulus coaching classes. I have been teaching to the NEET batches from past 7 years. I usually approach my children by the different teaching methods, among which my strength is diagrammatic explanation. So I usually approach my children by the help of these diagrams, so that whenever they learn by the help of these diagrams, they can clearly able to understand the concept in a better way. Okay, so let us see one example. In that, here it is the structure of kidney, internal structure of kidney. So here in a human being, a pair of kidneys are present, right? A pair of bean-shaped kidneys are present. So this is the internal structure of kidney. So here the kidneys are surrounded by a fibrous coat. So this fibrous coat is called as a renal capsule, right? So here in each kidney, it is consisting of the conical shaped masses. Right? So these conical shaped masses are called as a renal pyramids. So these conical shaped masses are separated from each other by the help of the renal column. So this is nothing but it is called as a renal column. Fine. So here these renal columns separates the conical masses, renal pyramids. So here these renal pyramids are present in a cup shaped like structure. This is nothing but it is a cup shaped like structure. Fine. So this is called as a cup-shaped like structure. So here this cup-shaped like structure is called as a renal calyces. Fine. So here these cup-shaped like structures, they adjoin, they combine to form a pelvis, that is called as a renal pelvis. So here this renal pelvis comes out of each kidney as a ureter. Right. So here in this each kidney a small opening is there. So this small opening is there for the entry of this renal artery and renal vein into the each kidney, and as well as from the same opening. So this opening is called as a hilus. Okay, so here this opening is nothing but it is called as a hilus or hilum. Okay, so here from this opening the renal artery and renal vein they enters into the kidney and ureter exits out of the kidney. So it is the internal structure of kidney, and as well as I use the different methods like usage of mnemonics. Okay, to get remembered the concepts, to get remembered the examples, maybe the sequential orders, maybe I make the learning very simple and as well as interesting and too easier by telling the children, by telling them a small stories and as well as the funny stories. So here one of the story I used to say, right, to remember the nutrients which are required by the plant. Okay, so here there are many various elements are present. Among them, the plant required about 17 nutrients. Okay, 17 elements. The plant utilizes the 17 elements as their nutrients. Okay, to remember these elements, I used to tell a story. Okay, for example, we would have seen a movie that is called as a PK. Okay, जब आमिर खान Earth पर आया, right? He forgot his mug. Okay, so then the second alien, Ranbir Kapoor, whenever he entered onto the earth, he started in search of the PK's mug, and he used to ask, "Kaun sa PK ka mug?" Okay, "Kaun sa PK ka mug?" Okay, so here nothing but "Kaun sa," CHON. सा, okay, कौन सा PK का मग. Okay, so here these are all about 9 elements which the plant utilized as a nutrient. So these nutrients are required by the plant in excess amount. These are called as the macronutrients. So what are they? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium. These are all totally, these 9 elements are required by the plant in excess amount, so that they are called as, okay, they are called as a macronutrients, right? So here among 17, 9 we have discussed. Okay, so next the 8, they are micronutrients. Micronutrients in the sense nothing but the plant required in less amount. Okay, so these nutrients are essential, they are required by the plant, but they are required in smaller amount, in less amount. Okay, so here nothing but to remember here from 25 to 30 elements. What are the 25 to 30 elements? One is first one. 25th element is manganese. Okay, manganese, ferrous, copper. Okay, nickel, copper, zinc. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So these are the elements from 25 to 30, right? Except this cobalt, remaining all are our micronutrients. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5, right? Only we need to remember 3. What are they? One is boron, molybdenum and chlorine. So these are out of 17, we need to remember only 3. Okay, so that 5 plus 3 total 8. So 9 plus 8 total is 17. These 17 nutrients are required by the plant. These are the essential nutrients. These elements are essential nutrients. Clear? We will teach a little different kinds of mnemonics. Okay, so here let us see one of the mnemonic. One of the mnemonic I used to give to remember the sequential order of the hierarchy of a classification. Here usually the animals have been classified into different groups. Okay, so here they are nothing but they are divided into kingdoms, right? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and the final one is species. So here, to understand, to remember these hierarchy of classification in a sequential order, I used to give a mnemonic that is called as kings, plate, chess, pawn, flag, glass, surface. Fine. So here in this statement, right? So here in each letter, okay. So here the first letter of each word, indicates the hierarchy of classification. Okay. So here in the king, K stands for kingdom, P stands for phylum, and C stands for class, O stands for order, F stands for family, G stands for genus, and S stands for species. Okay, so here in this way I used to give the different mnemonics to understand the concepts in a better way, right? So that in this way usually I use the different types of teaching methods to approach the children, so that the children can able to understand and remember the concepts in an easier way.